Okay, welcome to another Artist of the Week. This week we're going to talk about Diego Rivera, a very, very, very famous, well-known Mexican painter who often painted the struggles of Mexican working class men, and which is what you're seeing in this painting right here. This painting is a little bit symbolic. It may seem very straightforward that, oh, hey, there's just a woman who's carrying a big basket of flowers, but this basket of flowers represents the burden of the working class. Okay, so you'll see commonly Diego Rivera paints Mexican culture, Mexican history, and Mexican social issues. Okay, so here's another painting by him. We have another member of the working class. Okay, and he's also extremely well known and was commissioned for painting murals. Okay, now this one is actually in San Francisco, but he painted plenty in other places of the world, including Mexico. And as you can see, we have an extremely emotionally charged, socially and politically charged, kind of controversial mural. There's a lot going on here. We have weaponry, we have battles. It seems like there's a war that's happening. We have division, we have leaders of the church, of politics, kind of debating. We have, again, the working class right here struggling. We have lots of symbolism, lots of things happening here. And this was just commonly what Diego Rivera did. He didn't paint just pretty things. He painted socially charged, politically charged stuff. Because back then, we didn't have Twitter. If there was a problem, you can just go out and tweet something. So instead, got the messages of these ideas out by painting murals in public places. Okay. I also did individual paintings like this. It's a little more abstract. Okay, so you'd see more of his style, but more of his true content was, again, these paintings that address social issues. So this actually has an interesting little tale to it. The very famous family in the United States named the Rockefellers had this painting taken down or destroyed because they didn't like it because it featured Vladimir Putin in it, which is a Russian leader. Okay, we have a mural in public by Diego Rivera in Acapulco. And we have a video too if you want to check it out. By all means, go ahead. We'll get into the facts here. So, yes, Diego Rivera was a painter from Mexico City. He painted in the social realism style, which we kind of already talked about that. We just didn't call it social realism yet, but he's trying to draw attention to the everyday conditions of the working class and also kind of comment on the social structures at the time that kind of create those unfortunate conditions for the working class. Now, Rivera was part of the Mexican Communist Party, and he was kicked out because he was pretty radical. He was extreme. And before you jump to any bad conclusions about Diego Rivera and think he was an evil guy, I'm sure you heard of communism. A few countries have attempted it in history, and the idea behind communism is essentially to kind of get rid of the higher class and lower class and middle class and let everybody be kind of equal by taking away private property. So trying to make things equal for everybody is a good idea. The only problem is nobody's been able to execute it very well throughout history. So unfortunately, same thing here. Now we have a little bit more facts about that first painting I told you about the woman carrying flowers. It's a symbol of the burden of the working class. So take that down. And again, I told you already that he created murals that showed Mexico's history and social problems. Now, a couple more interesting facts about Diego Rivera is that he was married to Frida Kahlo, which is that lady, which we'll learn about another time. Okay, they divorced and then they get remarried. They had a kind of a tumultuous relationship, but what are you gonna do? It was actually even said that he cheated on her with her sister, unfortunately. Last fun fact is that him and Frida Kahlo are featured on Mexican money. Now, what you're going to do now is open up your Google Doc and create a summary of these points. Do not copy and paste. Just make a nice little summary of what you learned and then answer the higher level thinking questions on that Google Doc and turn it in. Have fun.